Hello, welcome to Advanced Organic Chemistry 3. In the last part we learned about... No, I'm kidding. Hey guys, and welcome to chemistry tutorial. The chemistry tutorial, rather, that's going to go up on here on cavetutorials, this lovely channel. And while you might see this and go, hey, that's the periodic table, we're already going to start with that? No, we're not. Don't worry, guys. Actually, chemistry for the first part, for the first, chapter or two, doesn't even deal with this. So we're going to scroll down and completely screw this. And instead, we're going to worry about something that I actually wanted to cover, but I figured now is the best time to cover it. It's going to be a quick tutorial. I just wanted to teach you guys, well, not really teaching you anything. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about why chemistry is important, what you can do with chemistry, because there's really a lot of things you can do with chemistry. If you wind up passing this course, rather, if you complete it, you can go on and I will have a Chemistry 2 course, and let's say you pass that. There's really, I personally may not major in all things of chemistry, because I don't know what I want to do with my life yet, but for the people who do, take this video, watch my 5 parts, and they really start to just really love chemistry for what it is, because it's a beautiful topic. It really is, and it's one of the careers that I really think I might do with my life. But for those guys who actually want to move on with chemistry, move on into the new world of chemistry, the many things that chemistry has to offer, this video is for you, because I'm going to be talking about the futures of chemistry. If you pass Chemistry 1 and Chemistry 2 in my class that I'm teaching right now, then you can move on to learn any of these basically 5 topics of chemistry. These are the basic 5 fields of chemistry that chemists decide to major in. We have I'm just gonna write out this. We have the first one is organic chemistry, and this deals with carbon. Carbon is an element located right here on the periodic table, and I'm gonna start this element because it is probably the most important element to Earth, because believe it or not, carbon is us. We are a large part of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen, but that's not there. We are a large part. That's basically our entire mass. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen. That's what we are. And in our world itself, we have a lot of carbon dioxide. If you might know what carbon dioxide is, it's the stuff that you breathe out when you breathe. And, the chemical formula for that, if you might have seen it somewhere, is CO2. And, that has carbon in it, which is that. But if you don't understand that, don't worry about it. We're gonna go over that. So we have organic chemistry, which deals with the many things to do with carbon. Carbon compounds, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, so many compounds that deal with stuff that that deal with carbon. Inorganic chemistry, however, is everything else in the periodic table, basically. Inorganic chemistry deals extensively with compounds that don't include carbon, and the reason carbon gets an entire a field of chemistry toward is because we know so much about carbon because it's so plentiful in our universe. Who knows, one day you might figure out everything there is to know about aluminum and have an aluminum-based chemistry course, but the chances of that happening as opposed to carbon are probably pretty slim. Analytical chemistry, this is the study of composition of matter. Now, I told you in the last part that chemistry is the study of the composition of matter, and matter is anything, we're gonna actually forget about that, don't worry about that. But analytical is a composition of compounds. They study, for example, I give them a pen, I give them a blue pen, and I ask them to figure out every single element in there, and their job is to figure out every single element in there, and doing so without destroying the pen. So it's a pretty hard and pretty observation-based, rig-rating field. That's actually a really cool field. Physical chemistry are the guys who theorize how the physical world works. They basically, their job is to take phenomena and take chemical phenomena, for example, why carbon dioxide forms, why there's a C and there's 2 oxygens that bond to the carbon, whereas in CO, only 1 oxygen bonds to the carbon. Their job is to take that and use all the scientific knowledge that the world has to offer a somewhat perfect explanation for it. And that's a pretty invigorating and pretty hard task. and biochemistry, which is perhaps my favorite, applying chemistry to life. Applying chem to life. Their job is really closely linked with organic chemistry, kind of, because we're so much of carbon. But their job is to basically take compounds of life. Like, for example, they take cellular respiration, which is us breathing, and they figure out every single compound that forms. We actually have a lot of forms. We have glucose involved in there, which is C6H12O6. Again, if you don't understand what these are, don't worry about it. We will get to that. What else is involved in that? Oh, diatomic oxygen is involved in it. There's so many things involved in here. There's also CO2 in cellular respiration. So many different compounds involved, and their job is to map them out, figure out how they interact with our system, and really, their job is probably the best because they really incorporate all of these. Yeah, these are all the types of chemistry. Now, there are a lot of different types of chemistry. There's a lot of different fields of chemistry. For example, there's an entire chemistry devoted to crystals of solids. And again, you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's fine, as you learn it later, as we start progressing on into this chemistry tutorial, and you see more and more of these topics. If you see more and more of inorganic, organic, and you start seeing carbon a lot more, it starts to make sense of you, and this video is just there to start everything up, to show you guys that the world of chemistry really has so much to offer, and I personally, I just hope I do enough justice to get it going. Alright, so that's all I really have for this part. In this part we covered types of chemistry. In part 3, to give you guys a little preview, we are going to deal with matter. We're going to understand what matter is and how it constitutes our universe and what it is in chemistry that we'll be studying. That will be loads of fun. See you guys later.